Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Build the Great Brazilian Empire in Hearts of Iron 4. We are at war with both the Allies and the Axis. The Soviet Union over here, which is our big granddaddy in the common term, is pushing slightly west towards Berlin. Meanwhile, we are assisting the Maximalist? I don't know, the Maxi Portugals over here push through the south of Germany towards Berlin as well. We have our Golden Army over here, led by Field Marshal Candido Pessoa, which is pushing north. Actually, I think it might be time for us to go ahead and just shrink this front down, and really encourage the push up towards Berlin. We've got that going down. In Africa, we've got the Red Army over here, very appropriately named, that is trying to push through into Turkey, really, which flipped over to the fascist side some time ago. We might have a chance to actually cut off these troops from behind. And actually, I'm looking here and realize we need an offensive line that goes, say, back here. We can take Ankara along the way, but also cut off these troops and see how that goes. So let's re-execute that. Silver Army over here is our garrison for Africa, which hasn't been completely conquered yet, but that's okay. It's not that terribly important to our plans. It's much more important that we push up through here. And yeah, some time ago we took over the Americas, so that was lovely. Let's go ahead and unpause and let her keep ticking away. I don't think there's a whole lot for us to do other than work out the peace. Again, I always thought we'd take care of the Allies first, but I think invading the UK will be a lot easier once we've got the northern shores of France over here. We're still being told about some naval invasions, but I'm not too terribly concerned in practice. What else we got over here? Huh. Well, we've got a port, so I guess we can just keep it there. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not too terribly worried. We do have a bit of a shortage of air power in, where's Scotland and Northern Ireland, but we don't have a presence here at all, do we? Why are we being told? Oh, no, we do! Right, because we've taken this island right over here. That's why we're being told that we don't have air superiority over here. Fair enough. And speaking of that group over here, we've got the pink Marine Invasion Force that is assembling over here in the Faroes, also doing some training to get these newly minted Marine divisions up and running. So we've got to have some patience over there. That's going to be fine. Meanwhile, we're going to focus entirely on the sort of German front over here, which is being squeezed very tight by my Soviet brethren over here. The rest of the true Red Army, not the Red Army that is in Africa, although, again, we are pushing up to meet some people. Hungary has capitulated. Excellent. Just one more in the chain of victories that is coming for us. I'm going to take the Golden Group, and I'm going to keep shrinking down their front so they really focus a little bit more there and there. And just keep pushing north, my buddies. And that is happening. Actually, we could probably get a good encirclement over here, but I say that. Whoa, that's an interesting front. Let's go and trim that way down. There we go. I say that, but we don't have to worry about an encirclement if we're about to make Germany capitulate, which will happen once we take the rest of their core territory. And we are indeed pushing that direction. In fact, what I think I'm going to do is just right-click this modern tank division, Fall of Warsaw, to go straight to Berlin. I don't think overextending there is going to be a problem. These divisions do move very quickly. I think they move around 9.9 kilometers an hour. 6. Oh, have we not? Wait, sorry, wrong division. 9.6, there it is. Yeah, excellent. Still would like to replace these motorized with mechanized. I think we've researched 2. Yeah, we're almost done 3. We'll start producing that, but I don't think that's going to play into this war. It's certainly not going to be relevant for the invasion of Great Britain or anything like that. I think Great Britain, I mean, it might not be an easy thing to fall, but I don't think we're going to need the fast-moving units one way or another. Fast-moving units are just much more relevant in Africa. We did get a little bit of a late start with our tanks, but that's because of all the jungle and mountain in South America here. I really don't think the tanks were key. And actually, in hindsight, I don't think I really regret the decision to go heavy tanks there, because I don't think the speed really mattered. The punching power is a lot better. It does suck that we did sort of screw up our division configuration for a little while here. But other than that, things are going well. Yeah, we should win the race to Berlin. Technically, the occupation will fall under... Oh, no! Brazil. Interesting. Why did it stop being Portuguese occupation here? I mean, the occupants don't actually matter that much, but it is interesting. I'm going to get you to go there and you to go there. Just grab these city locations a little bit sooner. And you make sure you're rushing up over there. And after you're done taking that, make sure to go up to Magdeburg, Hanover, Bremen, come back to Hamburg. And now that Berlin is gone, you're going to make the run to Rostock. And now you've taken Dresden. Excellent. Walk your way up to Stettin over here. I mean, we're extending these lines, but there's no forces defending over here. And with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and trash the offensive line there and redraw it just roughly, something like that. I know we weren't right up against the shore, but that's okay. And just encourage the Gold Army to keep moving north, 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 where it's open, and, you know, work to cut off these guys. A lot of things shuffling around. We are going at speed 4, so that's relatively quick, sure. Now, which one's the German war? Right over here. And German Reich, getting close. They may not... Now, I don't think the Axis will actually peace out until we've taken Japan, which is going to be a little tricksy, because we are not in a really good position to do that. Although now that we've got a presence on, you know, the supercontinent, the Eurasian? Yeah, Eurasian continent, we could run our troops through the Soviet Union over to here. The supply over here is going to suck, but we'll do what we can. All right, motorized level 3, excellent. And speaking of supply, maybe the thing to do now will be to finally work up a logistics company, and then we can start folding logistic companies into the mix for places that have very, very poor supply. That might not be a terrible idea. Naval construction is done. Our doctrines... Oh, I think I would like to keep working on the naval doctrines, though. They may or may not be important anymore, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's interesting. Once you get there, you're actually going to split Germany in two and split our front into two, but that should be okay. You're still pushing towards those victory points. Maybe go that way. Germany does not have very many victory points left. There's still a fair amount of territory. Oh, you here. Go to Poznan. There's not even a victory point in the north, but we'll go ahead and do that anyway. Cut off these supplies a little bit more. Make sure these guys can't really retreat, and just continue to lose battles here. They're completely out of it. I think at some point what happens, like, Germany does really well at first. I feel like what probably happens is they run out of manpower, and then they start to get pushed back is what happens, because it's hard to attrition out the USSR. You've got to actually take more of the Soviet territory a lot faster. Now, we're not going to be liberating Denmark, because Denmark's not part of the Comintern. If they were part of the Comintern, then when we take their territory, it would actually go back to being controlled by Denmark. There we go. German Reich has capitulated. That's still going to lead to some sort of crummy borders over here for a little while, but not too much. Let's take a look. What opposition do we still have around here? All right, Gold Group. So you have no... Well, I'm going to cancel your orders, tell you to halt your current moves. I'm going to get you to move down to here, which seems a little big, actually. Let's get you to focus, say, just on the Yugoslavian, a little bit of Romanian territory there. But instead of wrapping all the way around Romania, or what's being held by Romania, we're going to do that. And then we're going to push down to Greece, this is Axis Greece. What's it called? National Union of Greece, part of the Axis. So we're going to move our troops over there and then push down that way. I don't think their capitulation is going to be required for the peace, but it will simplify things a lot. I'm going to ignore most of this territory over here. Netherlands. Oh, yes, Allied territory, actually. And French Commune is also part of the Allies. Hold on, whoa. Abandoned plan. Gold Army. You're actually going to come over here and finish off the Allied holdings. Do something like that. Do something like that. I want this shore. We're going to activate, and I'm going to hit H to just halt any previous movement you have. So now you're going to shuffle back over here. Excellent. You've got your aggressive mode on. You've been told to hit play. Wonderful. Let's work our way up the coast here. I realize I missed a couple of provinces, but that's okay. We'll clean that up afterwards. Meanwhile, invasion force. Still a lot of green troops. I don't want to go with that. You're also complaining about supply. Oh, you guys are going to join Teal over here, so you can leave this island and free up a wee bit of supply. Although, most of the problems here... Okay, you're still building the infrastructure. And I think you're still building up the naval base, and you're all up there, so eventually you'll get your stuff. Probably, hopefully. I mean, Teal's being attritioned a little because they're doing training, but they actually do have some supply problems as well. All right, gold starting to arrive on this front. Excellent. This has been dealt with over here. That was still German territory for now. That's been dealt with, and yeah, we'll push up against the Allies and call that good. Okay, how is our Red African group? Excellent. Moving up into Turkey at this point. They don't really have Alpine troops set up here, do they? They've got a handful, and some handful of tanks, and mostly just a lot of supply problems. Still have a lot of convoys. Actually, we have an incredible number of convoys. I'm not surprised that the supply is quite as bad as it is, but that territory has been pretty beat up. Do we want to build some infrastructure along the way? Nah, I don't know. Mostly just grab more ports, which actually we just grabbed over here, which is nice. I'm going to see if I can't get this tank division to just go up along the shore over here. Grab another port over there and just try to accelerate things a wee bit. Might be nice to cut across the Trabzon. But the Soviets might end up doing that as well. These guys are having supply problems too, so that's all good. We haven't taken a look to see if there were any real naval invasions in a while. You've got some troops sitting over there, but I don't particularly care about that. No, no real invasions, which is nice. More research coming through. Yeah, I was getting some of the excavation stuff. I don't think that's really going to be important anymore. We're early researching that, which is fine. I don't need any of these bombers and things, really. You're working that. This is good. This is all good. Artillery was all good. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some logistics companies. I don't know if they'll come into play at any point. They may for the Japanese front. We may have to, like, reorganize our infantry over there or design a type of infantry made for lower supply. I don't know. Or just, yeah, make the basic infantry have the logistics thing. The assault infantry doesn't because they can use the radio stuff, but then we can differentiate between the two there. How come these guys aren't, like, moving more aggressively? They're probably just recharging some of the powers. Let's go and grab. Hello. Oh, is it because I'm clicking on the line? Why can't I attack? I mean, I'm in a war against you. Yes. It's not, like, neutral territory. Cannot attack the enemy from neutral country. But it's Portugal. They're a common term. Oh! They're not in the war against the Allies. Because it was my war. They didn't get called into it. There we go. Huh. How funny is that? So these guys were never fighting the Allies. And actually, that's probably... because this used to always be German territory. That's why it's Allied territory. Because these guys went and liberated it. Accidentally, I think. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's not much in the way of troops blocking our way, but... it's kind of funny. Luxembourg has capitulated. There we go. And you, push to Brussels. And then there. Yes! Alright. Huh! How funny is that? For military factories, we still have a lot of damaged stuff. I mean, we may be controlling some extra factories that we took from Germany here, but most of them were pretty beat up. I'm not too worried. Our production is no longer particularly important. Although, just in case... it's really the armor that I'm concerned about. Actually, we are producing it all. So let's get another line of modern tanks. No, those are all, yeah. Another line of this. There we go. And then we're getting some broken stuff, but not that much. Make me some more modern tanks then. And I'm going to queue up some more self-propelled artillery as well. So if we repair some more factories or capture some more, they'll just keep working on that because that's what we have an insufficiency of. It says there are no divisions. Well, let's fix that. And also, just force a little rush here. But everyone should be moving across as soon as the AI figures out what the hell it's supposed to be doing with itself, which I can understand why it's a bit confused. Do I have any more tanks over here that I can get to, like, there we go, move a little faster? Remember my tanks used to be quite slow? Actually, even when they were the heavy tanks, assuming the territory was good, they were still faster than my infantry divisions. Because they were moving at a speed of, like, 3-something. I think the infantry divisions were mostly running at a speed of, like, 1-something. Especially with their towed artillery. Alright, I'm going to stop the training over here. They will use less supply if they're not training. So hopefully our shortfall won't be as much of a problem, although it wouldn't surprise me if it stayed there. Yeah, right now it's the port that's complaining, and or maybe where the stuff is shipping from, which is over here, which is kind of interesting. This is level 10, though, so... I think I'm too far out for the... Local naval base limits to 9. Yeah, that's it. It's the naval base over here being level 3 that's slowing things down. But we are producing that. Yeah, and it doesn't matter, but I'll go and put the naval base at the top just to speed that up. Well, not to speed it up, but to guarantee that it doesn't get slowed down by something else. Alright, meanwhile, pushing in here, okay. Good. And I'll probably start that invasion as soon as these guys reorganize. Although, without their supply, they're actually going to suck in the attack, so never mind. Meanwhile, my fleet, plenty of ships should still be going to reinforce over there. We're up to 4 aircraft carriers, 2 heavy cruisers, and probably sufficient destroyers. Although a good number of them are damaged slightly. So your fleet priority is set to high. So you will go out at some point. Or you will go and repair at some point. Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright, push here is going well. Still got some of the people said to go right away. Oh, these are British troops. Actually, that's very handy that we can pull it out of there. All right, we are done with that. I will go ahead and start researching up the paratroopers tech, just in case we need the paratroopers to take the UK, which there's a very good chance. But at least now we'll have some northern airfields over here, which is going to make a big difference. Although we'll have to overcome the air superiority of things over here. But we are building... Oh, that's the other thing I can check in the production queue. We are building jet fighters. I'm going to move you up to the top. 3 lines, high priority jet fighter stuff. Starting to build up the efficiency. Because they will do a good number over the UK. Our line here broke a little bit. Let me go and extend it to there. And let me delete the offensive line. And redraw it to here. So, oops. Sweep in from west to east. Thank you very much. Let me just halt and then get you to restart your movement, and then grab one of these tanks again and still send you, on a beeline through there. Since it doesn't seem to be resisted, these guys should fall relatively soon. After having been liberated by, inadvertently, I think, by Portugal. Alright, so supply still sucking. Lots of attrition over here. The organization is fine, but yeah, I don't want to land as is. Meanwhile, we're hitting some ships over here, which is good. Free dockyards. Again, that may or may not be accurate. It's accurate-ish. I think I'm going to get another set of destroyers building up. And I'm going to tell you guys to join the North Atlantic Fleet. Cheers. Just preloading that in case we end up grabbing some more dockyards. Grabbing the coast here, which is entirely possible. Good push going in there. Meanwhile, I haven't looked on our Africa group here, which really could be renamed the Turkish Front. I think what I'm going to do is thin this out. I'm going to focus with taking the more westerly approaches. Let the Soviet troops maybe finish some of these bits off. We'll focus on taking Ankara, which, depending on the national unity over here, yeah, only 55%, may actually be sufficient. It's mostly just the wicked lack of supplies that's causing some of our shortages here. Alright, well, we're not going to just bust into Paris. That's okay, we'll let... here, halt. Just go there, we'll end up doing a surround of Paris at some point, and that's okay. And then we'll hit them from all sides, and that will be sufficient. Got American troops over here. We've got... those German troops? No. That cross... because it's kind of hard to tell with the little icons, and I have such terrible eyes. Yeah, I was going to say, they're Norwegian troops. I just saw something that looks kind of cross-ish. I was like, is that the... because they do use... where's... not this one. Yeah, see that cross in the background. I have such bad eyes. Maybe I need new glasses. It's entirely possible. But these flags are small. I don't know. Alright, you over here. Still being attrition like crazy. Yeah. Well, the bad supply modifier did go down, though, because you've got a better... hello. No, it's still 3. Boo. Meanwhile, over here, good. That's wrapping up quickly. I think what I'm going to do with your front line is I'm just going to shift it over to here. And here. I mean, it's not really going to change things that much, but After the current battle plans are done, they'll sort of move in this direction, which is probably a little bit better. Things should push over here. French Commune has dropped. They still have a bunch of territory, which is a little bit awkward, but if I grab... who is this? Gold. Do you still have, like, an attack plan? Not really. You still had a bit of a front line, but... yeah, that's going to be kind of miserable. Something like that. I mean, at this point, I should probably just, like, right-click. Especially here. Like, just go there, go there, go there. And then I should probably stop worrying about it and just let the AI, the rest of the AI, clean this up. Because this front line is kind of crap. Actually, it'll be quite nice if we can take that port there. There's another port here. I realize that you guys are going to go in here with no organization, but that's okay. Yeah, this particular front line is not very helpful, but we're going to finish this area off real quick. You guys, I'm just going to split you off into your own thing. I'm going to wrap up here. Get ready to attack there and go. And I don't know if I've got an idle guy. Ooh, level 7. Really? Oh, I think he was part of one of the Marine invasions or something at some point. Alright, that's good. And then just clean this up too. And actually, I'm going to get you to join Gold Group. Except for you, which can do this. Meanwhile, Gold Group will get an offensive line that goes something like that. Okay. Okay, and you're still doing that. Good. Excellent. You'll get there. Oh, this is actually taking a little bit of damage. It's being bombed. This is still the same sea zone, right? Yes. So we need... in the Faroe Islands, actually, which is capped on ships right now. We're not going to do aerial superiority here. I'm going to switch my fighters over. Maybe both. It needs more fighters is what we need. Our airbase in Iceland actually has huge capacity now, which is good. So what I'm going to do is grab... yeah, you know what? Just any jet fighters that come up, you're going to go and patrol over here. And you're going to be concerned with interception duties. Kill off those bombers that are going to keep causing major supply problems over there. Alright, that's basically done. How's Turkey? Turkey would be up. Excellent. I'll set up a follow-up battle line over there. So push up to here, and then we'll see if we can make the Istanbul crossing. It's a little bit unlikely, but it could happen. Our front's a little bit long here, but that's okay. We'll just keep pushing it, and it should be okay. This is going to get cleaned up. Eventually, these guys are cut off from supply, but right now we can't apparently kill them quite yet. Stupid damaged base. I guess what I should do is take a look at, yeah, the Faroe Islands infrastructure, and things just moved here. And Naval Base. Bring it up to the top. They repair very quickly, so that should be okay. I mean, I could start the Naval Invasion from somewhere else, I suppose, and then I would have to leave fewer troops over here. But we're not in a rush to do that. It's fine. We'll clean this up and then get some proper air stuff over here. And this is probably a great place to launch paratroopers from. Because in the north, there's not really good sites to grab with those sorts of ninja moves, whereas paratroopers here actually could do quite a bit. We could land even somewhere like landing here and then moving down and taking that naval base. Norwich may not be defended or defended strongly. If we drop like 10 strong paratrooper units on there, I bet you we could take that, then we get a little supply from there, but more importantly, they could then move over and grab the ports. Republic of Turkey has fallen. Excellent. And actually, that's all gone there as well, which means we can very conveniently stop these orders, set a new battle plan there, which we may as well do, and then you can work your way into Greece. And that'll be quite nice. We'll get this entire area just resolved. Everything here is going pretty well. We still have our front line. We have a battle plan. Excellent. Then that should get cleaned up pretty well. How's our naval base? Or naval setup here? All right, a few more destroyers in place. Soon. A little easier if there was... Oh, there's actually a level 10 airbase in the Faroes. There it is. Some of it's damaged, but it is at least in place now. So what I want... No, that's not what I meant to do at all. Shit. Right, we're going to grab 2 of you, put you here. 2 of you, put you here. I'm going to get a new group of you guys. Wow, we have a lot of naval bombers available, which is great. There especially. Because this is where the real battle's going to happen while they're trying to do the landing. But then I want to grab some fighters. So what are we at right now? I'm going to grab 300 fighters. We'll be able to put in more once it's repaired, but that's okay. We're going to put you above the northern bits here where we're looking to land on. Fight for a little bit of air superiority, which should actually be okay. Nice to have more jet fighters for that, but we're going to be fine. Gold group over here is basically done. Just go, go, go. And yeah, you'll be fine. So we'll set them up here, and we'll have to consider exactly what sort of invasion we're going to do here. What I'll probably do is grab some of these guys, turn them into paratroopers, and get ready for landing. Excellent. Oh, coup de rock. And, yeah. And we're on. Nice. Just a little bit more chaos over there. Alright, red group's getting in position. You've been told to go as well. You're starting to push back over here, which should all go fine. And gold, you are all done. So, what I'm going to do with you is grab a handful of you guys. Oh, not you. The ones that actually belong to me. What do we want? I think like 10. I'm going to split you off, and you guys are going to become paratroopers and proper paratroopers. And I realize that will change your experience a bit, but it's not too bad, actually. And I'm going to get you to go into Calais, where we have a very good airbase. Excellent. And then the golden group, I'm going to get you to just go into garrison area. Yeah, over here. Sort of spread yourself around. Maybe here as well. Cut back on some of the supply problems a little bit. And just basically be in a position to do an invasion. I'm considering switching these guys over to Marines, though. But I don't know. Yugoslavia's capitulated. All right. Over here, no more supply problems. Excellent. So to me, that says we're basically ready to go. So I'm going to take my fleet here and tell them we're going to cancel. There it is. And go and start patrolling over there. And you're going to go. Once the ships are in place and we have enough dominance and supply and everything like that, you should be okay. We'll have to be ready with Group Teal as well. And over here, these paratroopers, yes. This airfield, I need to deploy my transport planes. And I'm sure, wow, we've got a lot. Okay. I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to deploy lots so that we can drop things more quickly. But a couple hundred is going to be more than enough. And then we need to back that up with 1,000 fighters. We don't have a... Oh, we do. An ace available. You're going to go into here with the mission to get some air superiority going over there, which is going to be hard because they've got way too many fighters. Way too many. Holy crap. Well, it's going to be a start. Obviously, the paratrooping won't happen quite yet. We really have to count on this naval invasion to work, and it looks like it might actually be unopposed, which is cute. Yeah, I think they moved a lot of troops. I think when France was liberated, the UK moved a lot of their troops into there. Okay, a naval battle that wasn't really a naval battle. Oh, we're paused. Like, why is nothing happening? Wow, yeah, no, that worked. Excellent. Right, and we broke up the invasion to a few different places. Okay. Do we need these guys to be Marines again? I mean, at some point we may need something like that, but I don't think we need dedicated Marines. I don't know. I think maybe I'll keep them as Marines. That's going to be okay. We're going to go and make sure that gets combined. I'm going to tell all these guys to join this front first of all, and then we're going to do that. And then I'm going to take these guys and I'm just going to quickly send them south to capture that. I don't expect it to work the whole way, but it'll be all right. We're going to put a field marshal in charge here for simplicity. Level 3 field marshal there. That's going to be fine. Okay, so since an air attack here is just not going to cut it, now that we've landed our troops, I think I'm going to take these guys. I'm going to tell them to park in, I don't know, Calais. And you are going to do search and destroy in the English Channel. And then what I'm going to do is grab these guys. These poor paratroopers are not going to be paratroopers. They're going to lose their experience again. I mean, maybe I should just leave them be. I'll just leave them be. As long as the ships are there. Well, we're going to see what happens to the ships if there starts to be a bunch of battles. Airplanes over here. 1,200. Excellent. We're going to put 1,000 naval bombers in here. Get you to fly over the English Channel. Do that. Actually, you can split your job into both. That's going to be okay. We'll have to follow that up with some fighters as well. Over here, we're going to put... Yeah, let me just put this for now. Some fighters in here for a little bit of air superiority to protect the bombers, which is not much, but it'll do. We're going to get our fleet in over here, and then once they get there, we're just going to go ahead and, I guess, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put half you there. I'm going to start with 5 because this will be a much lighter weight invasion. I realize you're not actually naval troops, but that's okay. You're going to be making the move into Dover. And hopefully, you're going to be mostly unopposed. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll plan a bigger attack with the gold group over here. We've got another field marshal, one that's less good, don't we? Yeah, right over here. You're going to take that. You are also going to do a naval invasion. From, say, here to here, here, here. I realize you're not Marine troops, or you're not Marines, but it'll probably be fine. Meanwhile, we've got our landing in the north, and that's the one we really care about. Bulgaria, okay. Set that front. And I guess I'll also set an offensive line at this point. But these guys just still have the right-click command to move down there. They'll take these extra ports, and then they'll move out. Yeah, you're going to go and clean all this up, which is going to be nice. It's going to thin out the front a lot. And just generally look less crummy. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here, but, I mean, the invasion of the United Kingdom has started, and so far there's no opposition to the north whatsoever. In fact, I'm even wondering if I should not do anything in the south here, because what if we just get sunk by a giant fleet? Yeah, I mean, whatever. My troops are there to die for me, right? God damn, I'm cold-hearted. You apparently got confused about your front when various people have capitulated, so go ahead and do that. Well, thank you very much for watching another episode, folks. I will see you guys next time.